Confidence, I say what's in my chest. Spill my words and tear me down until there's nothing left. Rearrange the pieces just to fit me with the rest. Yeah. But what if I
Hey Lux fam, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little chit chat. Sorry if you hear the airplanes. Of course I live close to the airport, so you're always going to hear that at some point. But I just wanted to get on here and kind of, just chit chat with y'all because it's been months since I've been back on the camera, since I've given y'all some life updates or, words of wisdom or just things that I'm learning as I'm going. And so today I really just wanted to kind of like do a check-in, life updates, talk about like, I will be 30 this year, y'all. 30 in October, a couple months away. And I have learned so much up to this point where I've just been reflecting a lot and just thinking about, how far I've come and the things that I've learned and how much I've grown over these past 29 years of my life. But it's just so crazy. Like, I can't believe I'm turning 30. This is really wow. I'll be 30 in October. What in the world? But I did want to talk about, like just some reflections and some realizations that I've come to in life. And I mean, we can start out with just friendships. Like, friendships are hard. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have or can agree that friendships are extremely hard. They're extremely hard. They require a lot of work. It's just like a relationship with your partner. Like, it requires a lot of work. And I have noticed that, as you get to like major life changes or you get to different seasons in your life that like big things are getting ready to happen or starting to happen, it kind of hits you all at once. You know what I mean? It kind of hits you all at once because you know that like things have changed. Things are never going to be the same. Life is changing. And it's for the good. It's really good. But it's like, wow, the people who I thought would be in these seasons of life with me are no longer with me. And I'm not talking about death. I mean, that's a part too where some people in your life, pass away. But I mean, I guess it is actually. It is like people have passed away, like in a sense of they're no longer in your life. Like, I'm the type of person, things hurt me for a little bit or I don't reflect on them enough and I'll just like put it aside and be like, I'm good. Like, I'm not worried about that. Like, they show their true colors and, it is what it is. But lately, like, I have been reflecting. I'm like, wow, that really hurt me. Like, that really, really hurt me. Like, reflecting on the things that, previous friends or even family members have done that just was like, you don't really love me. Like, you don't really care about me. You are a hater. You are a terrible person to even be associated with. Like, you don't care about anybody but yourself. Like, you don't know when to shut your mouth. You don't know how to be supportive. Like, just different things. And it's like, gotta let them go. Gotta let them go. Like, so I've been reflecting on that. And even with my best friends, we've been reflecting a lot on, there are different seasons that are getting ready to be coming up, like major things. And, y'all will know those things once, those things happen. But, when you think about, who is going to be there when you get married, who is going to be there when you get engaged, who is going to be there when you have your first child and your baby shower and seeing your kids grow up, like who's going to be at the cookouts at the house, the different things. And we've been talking about how it's different. Like, things are really, really different. And the people that we would think would be there, they aren't. Like, they're not gonna be there. So it's like a whole mindset shift. Like, wow, like I really thought this person was gonna be there, and I wish they were. But at the same time, they ruined it. Like, they ruined it. They played a part in it to not be here. So they can't be here. They can't be a part of the celebrations. They can't be a part of the new life. Like, they can't be a part of the big things that are going to take place that are just so amazing. And it is it's hard. Like, when you're about to turn 30, and this is probably even after 30, but I've been seeing a lot of the girlies talking about like your 30s, like you notice certain things and you just cut it off. And I'm like, I've been feeling like that since year 28, like, or really like probably before then, like year 27. Like, I prayed a prayer that was, y'all, I prayed a prayer, I wrote it down, and I just asked God to, dangerous. So if you're not ready for what comes with it, I don't recommend praying this prayer, because you're going to literally see what I mean when you pray this wholeheartedly. I prayed that God will remove anybody that does not want the best for me, that does not support me, that does not want to be in my life as an encourager, you know, as somebody who wants to grow. And I'm not talking about partners, I'm talking about friendships. Like, to remove those people that aren't supposed to be in my life, like that cannot go to the next with me, the next big things with me. As soon as I prayed that prayer, I started losing friends. I'm talking about not like left and right. Like, I have some solid friends, but there were particular ones that shocked me, like that I thought they would be in my life forever. And God just started showing me things, and the way he does things, like, he does it quick. He does it like clean cut. I'm talking about there is no question about it. I had prayed a prayer, and I had been noticing something with a friend, one in particular. And I had been noticing some things, and like kind of like a taunting spirit. And, you know, this person would be like, oh, well, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. Like, just very negative. Like, and I don't even think that she knew that she was being negative, but I knew it, because I felt different when I was around her. I felt like I started feeling sick when I was around her. I started feeling like, don't share that. Like, I don't know if she really is supportive or if she really for me anymore. Like, you know, I feel like the relationship is shifting, and I don't know if it's shifting into like, okay, we can be cool, like associates, but we ain't best friends no more, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I just felt weird. Like, I had this weird feeling, and that's when I had started praying to God. So I was like, it just don't feel right no more. Like, it don't feel genuine. It doesn't feel like safe. So I kept praying that prayer, and there was one day I had went to dinner with a group of friends, and this is what really told me what I needed to know. So my boyfriend has a son, and I call him my bonus son. And we were sitting at the table, and this is when I first started dating my boyfriend. First started dating him. This person, like, before I could even discuss like how everything's going, like, I'm very positive, like excited. We're all talking about our news, our, you know, great things that are happening in our lives. This person says, so how's being a stepmom? I'm sorry, what? How is being a stepmom? That's the first thing that you say to me. Like, that's the first thing that comes to your mind to say. How's being a stepmom? You don't ask me how this man is treating me. You don't ask me how things are going, like with my career, or, you know, with, you know, the new change of moving here and then losing my grandparents at the same time. Like, you don't ask me how I'm doing. The first thing you ask me in the conversation, so how's being a stepmom? Now, I know some people are cool with like the stepmom, the step whatever terminology. For me, I don't think that it brings a positive connotation. I think that I consider myself a bonus because I'm adding to his life and you know, not taking away anything. And step just feels like too like by the books, like, oh, you're just this person because you're married you're married to their parent or something. I don't like that. Like, I'm adding something because I want to be a part of his life. Like, it's not just because I'm with his dad and I want to, and that's the only reason. Like, no, this is because I want to be in this child's life. Just as I'm with my boyfriend, like, I'm with his son, and I consider him my bonus son. Like, so yeah. And at that moment, I knew then, like, this relationship is definitely taking a different turn. And I was praying and praying and praying about it. And I was like, you know what, God, like, I really need to figure out a way to have a conversation. And just, you know, tell how I feel. But I knew that with that person, it was going to be very sensitive and different things. So I couldn't talk about it at that time because I didn't know how to. Because I knew it would just be it would be taken wrong, or the conversation would go left. Like, it would just be a straight defense mode, or it wouldn't be received. And I'm not saying that I didn't play any parts in that relationship. You know, I'm pretty sure I've done things that were years past, and my expectations were too high for this person, clearly. And there were just, you know, things like that. But this person was a part of my life for years. I'm talking about since we were kids, almost out of diapers, truthfully. And so it hurt a lot. And it was just a lot of different things that happened, like that, you know, it's not anybody's business or anything, but just like certain things, as an example, that's why I gave that one. But just certain things that God showed, and he showed it in a way that would hurt. And he showed it in a way that was clear and that was not confusing. And that's when you know when things, that prayers are being answered, when God does it in a way that is smooth, clear, cut to the chase, all of that. So that has been hard. Like, even throughout the years, like looking at previous friendships that didn't work, you know, in the seasons that they worked, they were amazing. I mean, the turning up, the going to parties and trips and everything, like, very fun, very fun. But like, it has to be some substance in your relationships. Like, it has to be something that, you know, makes you want to continue to grow and pour into each other, and support each other. And you know, sometimes it just doesn't happen anymore. Sometimes the things that you've looked over and the feelings that you felt, you can't ignore them anymore. Like, you can't ignore what's happening. Like, throughout my life, I have faced, you know, jealousy and envy. And that's not just me saying that like I'm better or any of that, but I can't help my light shines. I can't help it. God gave it to me. I'm not going to walk like I don't have it. And I'm not going to decrease myself so people feel comfortable around me. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. I've done it. I did it for years in certain friendships, and I paid the price. I paid the price for it every time. Like, I paid the price for it because I allowed people to dictate my thought process of who I was and who I am. And I wasn't raised that way. Like, I wasn't raised that way. My parents did not play that. I'm gonna tell you right now, you are a leader, not a follower. Like, it was always like that type of conversation in our household. Like, we all have high self-esteem. Like, we all have great confidence, and it doesn't come from just who we are. It comes from God. Like, it is heaven sent. And I kid you not, people are jealous of that. We can tell. Like, it ain't just me, you know, my brothers, we can tell. Like, people will walk in the room, everybody looking at us. everybody looking at us. Walk in a room, people will compliment us, or they'll be staring us down like, who are they? Who are they supposed to be? Or even family, like looking us up and down. Like, you would be surprised. You'll be surprised. And it's not everybody. So like, you know, to each his own. I know people probably gonna feel some type of way when they see this, but I ain't throwing no names out there. I'm just speaking my truth. And you know, it's just crazy. Like, the people that you think that are supposed to be a part of your life, that are supposed to be, sorry, it's a gnat in here and I can't stand a gnat. But, you know, people that you think that are supposed to be in your life, like even when it comes to like blood, like family, and you know, you've always wanted the best for them, you've always supported them, but it seems like once you do something great, everybody want to be on hush. Like, you know, they really, and they want to find out what you're doing just so they can see if they're doing better than you, or they can see how they can one up you. And I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I don't want those type of people around me. Like, I will remove myself quick. And everybody that knows me knows I'm going to protect my peace at all costs. Like, at all costs, you know. Love the person and, you know, hate it. I might cry, or I might, you know, feel a certain type of way. But once you show me that you ain't really for me, once you show me that you really, once I get that feeling, like, it's a wrap. Like, there's nothing else we can discuss. Like, there's nothing else that we can really be a part of together. Like, it's done. Like, I don't care. I'd rather have one solid best friend, one solid friend, than to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people around me that don't want what's best for me, that's looking at what I got and trying to compare, and trying to figure out how they can one up me, or always in a competition, or, you know, creating some type of narrative, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'd rather have one solid friend that I can talk to, that I can feel safe with, that they feel safe with me. And I'm not saying I have one friend. Like, I have more than one friend, but I'd rather have one good friend than have 10 of them that don't have my best interest at heart, that don't care, that don't really care about me, that don't really support me. And what I am asking for is what I am giving. What I am giving. Now, I think there have been times where I have not been a good friend, and I can say that honestly, like coming straight out of college, in college, like I don't think I was a good friend. I don't think I was a good friend, and I think that I had a lot of, I was carrying a lot of grief. I think I was carrying a lot of, you know, depression and, you know, different things, like struggling with my weight. And that's something that I haven't talked really a lot about on my channel, but I struggled a lot with my weight, and I still do. Like, it's better now because I've grown, and, you know, I practice healthier eating habits, and, you know, I know how to get it under control. I know how to go to the gym. You know, I go to the gym, do Pilates occasionally, and that's something that I'm starting to do. But like, I struggled with my weight for years and years and years, like basically throughout my whole childhood up until, like, you know, college, and a little bit after college, I struggled. And when I lost weight, like, I felt so much better about myself, because I put so much emphasis on weight in my life. And, you know, when I was happy, when I was sad, when I was depressed, or whatever the case may be, I would eat. And that was my way of coping. And it got so bad where that was the only thing that could really like make me happy. That was the only thing. I wasn't really, I knew God. I was, you know, I went to church and did all the things, but my relationship was not growing with God. And I was seeking him, but I was also doing other things. I was also doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. And that hindered that growth that I was seeking from God. But, you know, I feel like I'm in a much better place now because I take pride in being a healthier me, and that includes mentally, physically, spiritually, all the parts. Like, I've grown and I've developed in a way that I want to be healthier. Am I perfect? No. Am I going to slip up and have a couple of cheat days sometimes? Yeah, but I get back on track. And that's just something that, I feel like in Black families, all we do is eat. When we get together, we going somewhere to eat, or we cooking something, or whatever the case may be. And so that was my way of coping. Like, if somebody die, what do? You eat. Like, people bring you a whole bunch of food, and that's just what you're doing. So I think a lot of my terrible eating habits and everything came from that. And that is a huge thing in the Black community. I don't know about other races, but I know for sure that is a huge thing in the Black community. And that's why a lot of our family members and friends struggle with diabetes or high blood pressure and different things. So it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. But when we come together, we eat. That's our way of celebrating. That's our way of making things better. And unfortunately, it was bad for me. It was bad for me. But I think that I've learned a lot, and I've grown a lot to not use food as a healer. I gotta go to God now. Sometimes, I'll fail, and I'll just, cave into eating some chocolate or some chips or whatever I'm craving. Like, that's normal. You're gonna do that, but having balance is the key. So that's something that I've learned as well. And I've just learned that family is really the most important. Like, I don't know what I would do with without my family. In any given time, like, the support that they give, like my brothers, my parents, my grandma, like, those are my people. My boyfriend, I cannot forget him, but like, those are my people. Those are my people. And of course my friends, but like, family is really truly going to be there for you through thick and thin. Everybody else can go. Everybody else can do whatever they want to do, but you don't choose your family. You don't choose your family. And you can. I mean, some people might argue that you can, but you don't choose who is blood and who is not. You don't choose that. So I'm just so grateful for them. And, every time they see me, they're like, Brie, you are growing. Like, you are really different. Like, you're not the same person, and it's really good. And I'm like, you know what? I feel different. I feel like a lot of weights have been lifted off of me. And I think it goes back to me trying to people please, me, not being happy with my, current circumstances when it came to my weight, or, like certain things like failed relationships and different things like that played a part into, me not being happy and me being depressed and different things. But God has been with me through that whole process, like losing loved ones over the past few years, like my grandparents and different things. Like, I honestly feel like I was in a bad place when my grandparents passed, but I was in a better place with God, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I was hurting. Yeah, it's still hard. Some days I'm laughing, some days I am crying, and that's normal with grief. But I think that I handle things so differently now. Like, I would just ball up and not want to do anything, not want to go anywhere, wanted to just, sink into the couch or the bed and just, unhealthy. Like, sometimes you're gonna have those days, but like, that's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to do anything, didn't want to hang out with my friends, or so many different things. But I feel like with over the past year, 2 years, like, I've been in a better space when it comes to those things. And God has just blessed me so much to have great people around me and the right people around me to pour into me and to that truly care about me and how I'm doing, and vice versa, of course. But God has just blessed me. He's blessed me in so many different ways, and I can't be that person again that I was. Like, I can't be that person that is just not full of life. Like, I can't go back to that. I can't go back to those relationships that made me feel like I had to shrink so that they could be comfortable. I can't go back to that. Like, I always say, I forgive with everything in me. And sometimes, you don't have closure with people. Sometimes the hurt, the pain is too heavy and it's too hard to have that closure. And you just have to be okay with not having closure, or having closure with you. Like, just do it for you. Like, I gotta let this person go because they've hurt me. They've hurt me time after time after time again. And some people don't see their wrongs, and I can actually, like, I've been to therapy and everything, and my therapist would always say, well, what part did you play in this? Like, because there had to be something that you did. Like, what did you do in this? Yeah, they did something, they hurt you, but what did you do? And sometimes there isn't anything that you did wrong, but I appreciated my therapist during the time that I was in therapy, because she did help me work through those things. She did help me to process, okay, what could I have done better? Like, how could I have been a better friend? Or how can I say no to a second plate of food? Or different things. Like, well, how can I have healthy communication with this person, and express how I'm feeling without it turning into a confrontation? You know what I mean? So, like, those things, I feel like have also helped me with becoming who I am and just seeing myself in a different light. But it all boils down to that relationship with God. Like, if I didn't have that, I can go to therapy, I can talk to my parents, my brothers, my best friends, and all the people that I want to talk to, including y'all. But without God, baby, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Like, it wouldn't have lasted. Like, I know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I know what my purpose is, and I know that God is walking with me every day. And with that, that's why you see the light. That's why you get a different breed. Like the girl that, the woman that does not take anybody's crap anymore. The woman that will remove herself. I don't care who you are. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to project your issues onto me. You are not going to treat me any kind of way. You don't get to be in my life if you're hurting me. You don't get to be in my life if you're envious of me, or if you're showing signs that you don't really support me, that you don't really want the best for me. You don't get to be in my life. And that's it. Like, if you just here to hear what I'm doing and you trying to see what I got going on, we ain't talked in 2 years. I'm just giving an example. We ain't talked in 2 years. And you think you should have access to my life? I'm sorry, it don't work that way. Like, it does not work that way. You don't get to do that. Like, and I understand, like, some friendships, like, I have some friendships that are very low maintenance, and then I have friendships that are, high maintenance. And that's just because of the relationship differences, but we talk. Whether it's a month or two go by, we'll reach out, we will talk, and everything will be great. And then there's friendships that I talk to, my friends that I talk to every day. Like, it's okay to have different types of friendships. And I think friendships do change throughout seasons. Like, but getting ready to walk into 30, it's like, it's a shock, because people who who you used to be close to or used to talk to every day, every week, you no longer do that sometimes. Like, the relationship shifts. Or, you know, time might go by where you haven't talked to somebody for a long time, and, you know, you reach out to them and things just kick back right off. Like, life happens, like things happen, people go through things, and giving grace, like that's something that I have really learned over the past few years, giving grace, and also giving myself grace, because I think I am very hard on myself. I'm a perfectionist. Like, I like everything to be right down to the T. I need it to be this way, this way, this way. Like, a little bit of control freak. But I have released that, because I know that God is the only one that has control of every single thing that's going to happen. I don't know what the future holds. All I can do is pray and ask God for the things that I am, you know, that I'm wanting, that I'm seeking him for. And, you know, I don't know, like, I don't know what the story has for me. Like, I don't know what it's written. I just know that I have to trust God. And with trusting God, you have to let go sometimes. You have to let go of certain people, certain things, so that you can hear from him. Because some people will block that. Like, they will be a constant force to try to distract you, or they'll be a force to try to deter you from what God is trying to tell you. And you just have to be strong enough. Like, you have to be strong enough to know and understand what it is. Like, my parents would always say things like, you have to see it in the spiritual realm. Like, you have to see what's going on in the spiritual realm. And now your girl be on it. I can tell. I know. I have discernment, and I have it clear as day. God will show me things so clearly, and I'll be like, that ain't right. Something ain't right about this person. Like, I don't know. I ain't trying to find out either. Like, I've been through it where I've been around people and they have bad negative spirits, and that thing will jump on you. You have to be careful. Like, and it's not even funny, but you have to be careful who you allow in your house. You have to be careful who you allow in your space. Like, who you allow to take your time. Like, your time is valuable. Your time is valuable. Like, you cannot spend time with people who don't have your best interests. Like, life is short. And I don't know about y'all, but I got a lot to lose. I got a lot of great things going for me. And I can't afford to be just around anybody. You know, I can't do it. I can't be around you. Like, people will be like, well, why Bree acting different? Why she ain't hanging out with us no more? Why? I can't participate, babes. Like, I'm always here for a good time. Don't get me wrong, but it's certain environments I can no longer be in. I'm in a different season, like, you know, and it ain't about, you know, just, you know, going into 30 or, you know, well, that does have a part to play in it too, but you mature and you learn that certain environments, certain things no longer serve you. Like, certain people no longer serve you and who you are. And I think that that's really where I am at in life. Like, I want what God wants for me. That's really what it boils down to. I want what God wants for me. And, you know, I think that when you desire that more than anything or than anyone, that God will bless you 10,000 times over. He will bless you for being obedient, for listening to him. When he shows you something once, you have to believe it. You have to believe it. Like, you just have to believe what he's showing you. When he tells you to move, like, whether it's move to a different city, different state, or, you know, leave a relationship, leave a friendship behind, or, you know, whatever the case may be, you have to move. If you don't, your whole life is depending on this. Like, the things that God has outlined for your life, it's dependent on it. You have to listen. But to listen, you have to also pour into your relationship with God. And I think that that's where some people struggle. They're like, well, what do I do? How do I get this relationship? What do you mean? Like, you have to pray. You have to spend time in the word. You have to find fellow believers who will help you walk none of us are perfect. Like, none of us are perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm far from perfect. But I try. I try my best to be the best version of me that I can be. And I fail sometimes, but I acknowledge that failure. I acknowledge, okay, I was wrong for going off on you or whoever, going off on this person. I was in a vulnerable stage where I was thinking, I was super stressed or whatever the case may be, but I apologize. Like, I did not mean to say that in that way. I apologize. Like, you have to know how to have healthy communication and to hold yourself accountable. And I think accountability is a big thing too. Like, people don't take accountability for their actions or their wrongs. And I think that I'm in a space where, ooh, this gnat about to tear me up. I think that I'm in a space now that I want to wholeheartedly focus on what God has for me, and nothing else matters. Like, if I don't need anybody's opinions, I don't need anybody's advice, because if my mom would always say, unsolicited advice can be seen as criticism, and that is so true. Don't give me advice if I didn't ask you for it, because that will quickly get you knocked down a couple notches. Like, don't, if I didn't ask you, what makes you think I need your help or whatever? Like, I don't. And I think that that's where some people, they try to insert themselves a little, a little too much and try to force, their opinions or whatever on you. I could care less. Like, and one thing about my parents, love them down, hell and now, they are not going to give you their unsolicited advice. They're going to say, well, how would you like for me to support you? Do you want my opinion? You want my thoughts? Or do you want me to just listen? And I appreciate that. I love them down for being who they are. Like, I can talk to them about anything, and not feel judged. I mean, know that it's not going anywhere. Like, love them down. There's no reason for me to have to talk to other people about stuff. I can go to my parents, and they have lived a long life. They have so much wisdom in so many different categories, in so many different areas of life. Like, I don't have to have a conversation with outsiders about anything, because either, well, one, I'm gonna talk to God about it, and then two, I'm gonna talk to Helen Al about it. And I might talk to my brothers, my man, about it, but after that, we good to go. Like, my friends, love them down too, but I don't need nobody's advice. And I love my circle now. I love them so much, because we are all on the same page. All of us are trying to grow in different areas. We hold each other accountable. Like, we want to see each other succeed. Do you know how, it just feels so good when you have your people, like your people. When you have the people that you're supposed to be around, it lifts your spirits 10,000 times over. Like, you just know, that these people are supposed to be in your life, because the blessings that are attached to it, like people that will pray for you in that moment. Like, you feeling a certain type of way, okay, well, let's go ahead and pray. Let's go ahead and pray about it. People that literally will pour into you, that will check on you, that will knock down your door, like, where you been, what's going on? Like, yeah, those are my people. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for that. And seasons change, and you could be going through a really bad season, but you can also be going through a really, really great season. But in every season, there is going to be some type of trial. And that's the new thing that I have been trying to grasp and understand, and I think I am coming to a point where I do, that things could be great, like amazing, but there could be something that happens in that great season that throws you off, like, God, what's going on, you know? Or there could be a really bad season and then something great happens in that bad season. And it's life. Like, it's life. Like, God is not going to allow you to go through something without him having a way for you to get through it. That's what I have been learning throughout this past year, 2 years. God is going to supply all my needs, one. And he is not going to leave me or forsake me. So when it comes down to things that I'm feeling or thoughts in my head about, you know, God, am I doing enough? Like, you know, I haven't got to, you know, this place in life yet, and, you know, I'm working hard to get there, or, you know, different opportunities or different things that I'm seeking him for. And you know, patiently waiting and being in those waiting seasons, and it's like, God, when is this gonna happen? But then it happens, and you're like, I know why you didn't give it to me then. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it then. You had to remove certain people out the way. You had to develop me and my character. You had to prune me from different things. You had to build my endurance, build my strength, mold me into the woman that I'm supposed to be. I had to go through all these things to get to that thing that I had been praying for. It was never that it wasn't going to happen. It was always going to happen, but it was about the timing of it. And I think that's like the most crucial thing, like timing. Timing is crazy. Like, it's never on our time. It's on God's time. And I think that's just been really crucial for me. Like, approaching 30, like, I'm just still shook. Like, I'll be 30 in October. Crazy. But I just wanted to get on here and just, you know, chat it up a little bit and talk about some things that I'm learning, that I have learned, and kind of like, you know, give a little bit of insight of who I am. I try to give a little bit gradually as, you know, I progress in YouTube and vlogging and everything. And I know it's been a while. You know, my brother is going through the draft process, and so that's the next, probably gonna be the next vlog, to be honest. Like, you know, he working hard, and, you know, we got, last time y'all saw me, it was during the NCAA tournament. Yeah. And of course they won the championship. I still got that vlog that's in the archives. Like, never uploaded it. I don't know. Is it too late for me to upload it now that I'm putting up a new vlog? I don't know. But, you know, I really think it's just important to, you know, do what God puts on your heart. And I have been thinking about doing this video for a long time, and I don't know, like, it's not to shade nobody or anything. It's just to talk about life and how life, you will think things are going to go one way, and God will say, nope, we're gonna turn you around and do a whole different spin, and you gonna go this way. You thought you was going that way, but you going this way. And if you are a person that wants to control everything, God will break you down until you release that control. And I think I'm getting emotional because that's what he did to me. Like, I had to release so much control. I had to release so many things before he could show me the blessings that he has been preparing for me. Like, I'm just so thankful. Like, there's so many great things that are getting ready to happen. I can't wait to take you all along the journey. Like, I'm getting ready to get back in my content bag and continuously putting out videos for y'all. Please let me know what y'all want to see. I'm talking about all the things, like get ready with me's, chit chat, car talks. You know, I love talking to y'all. What else? Hauls, like vacation hauls, spring hauls, summer hauls, all types of different things. And I don't know what's going on with my camera, but she acting like she don't want to, I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for standing with me. And thank y'all for just choosing to be a part of this channel and subscribing to my life. And I can't wait to grow with y'all. Y'all are going to be growing and seeing me grow along the way. I'm not perfect. You know, you might see me mess up a couple of times, or you know, but it's life. It's life. We go through things. We go through things, and we grow through things. And I'm just blessed to be alive, because there are people who are dying every day. And in this world, there are terrible things happening right now. Terrible. But God is keeping us here. He has us here for a reason. So don't get discouraged. If you are going through a season of waiting, a season of just feeling like everything is going wrong, keep going, keep fighting. And now I'm talking about fighting in your word. Keep praying, keep believing. I don't care if it's just a little piece of faith. God said all you need is a mustard seed of faith. That's it. To know and to believe that God's got you. He does. And you're going to be okay. And if you're in a winning season, praise God. Praise God. Like, so happy for you. Keep going. Still keep going. Still keep believing God. Even when, you know, sometimes things turn bad or something bad happens, you know, keep trusting, keep believing God, and He will carry you through it. Like, but I hope that this vlog was a good one. I'm just I'm just talking. I'm just telling y'all things that I have been on my mind and things that I'm learning in this season, through the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, all of it has just been a learning season. I feel like I've been learning for the past few years leading up to 30, and God is not done with me yet. I have a lot more things that I will be learning and that God will be showing me, and things that I need to be better at, and all those things. But I'm so glad that I have the right people around me to hold me accountable and to love me through it, and to show up for me and support me in the ways that I need to be supported, and that let me know that they care about me, because that makes a difference. And when you are loved correctly, when you are loved and shown appreciation and valued in the way that God intends you to be valued and poured into, and whatever the case, and loved, there's nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can stop you. Like, you know, there's nothing can stop you anyway. If God says so, then it's gonna happen. Let's be real. But like, it's like you feel like a superhero. Like, I can do it all. Like, I can do all the things because I got the right people around me. God is in my life. I'm good to go. Like, I'm really good to go. Life is great. Life is amazing. But anyways, I love you all. Thanks for, if you've gotten this far, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for just tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.